Everyone, this is Surf. Hope you're doing well. Before I go on, all praise and glory goes to the Most High Supreme Prime Creator forever ever. I wanted to share these drops so that you can do your further research and get some more connections. You should definitely stay away from the names, and this is something that will bring to the water a lot of bullshit that people are teaching, using the names, and with that you're having soul ties, and you're giving your glory away once you use a name. So let's go.
It's gonna shock you, but you gotta deal with the facts. Now, watch now, check this. Now listen to this. Don't get mad at me. I didn't write this. Now listen to this. Because we know that both, we know that the tribes were mixing with each other. The Hebrews were enslaved with the Egyptians, so they were mixing with each other, right? So they have some type of blood flowing through their veins through each tribe. So, now listen to this. The original names and descriptions of God and Jesus. Now, I can't go into it all because I want to save some takes so I can go into the Hermetic Bible Dictionary. Now, listen to this. The modern name for God was originally called enki or Niger, a term that remains forbidden or unfavorable to pronounce because of its sacredness. In ancient times, if an individual other than a priest pronounced the sacred letter N or the word ni or nigger, he or she was publicly put to death. Thereby, to avoid the usage of the letter N or the word ni or nigger, the antiquarian substituted the letter N and the term ni or nigger for on or him, meaning him, ham or black, which later became known as Amen, right? And these other words. Now listen to this. When the term nigger is uttered, it is merely an expression meaning, Master, you are my God, I am here to worship you. The only time nigger shouldn't be applied is when used in vain. Exodus chapter 20 verse 7 and Matthew chapter 10 verse 22. Now this is documented history. That's historical history. The first letter of the Hebrew alphabet is not the character A. It's not the character letter A, but the symbol letter N. See that? Which centuries later was translated A, Aleph, and Alpha. The Masoretes, about 500 AD, identified three types of the letter A: the Aleph, the Basek, and the Kemetz. Let it be widely acknowledged that the name Kemetz is a direct root of the divine name Ham or Kam, which is translated I am, or God, Exodus 3:13 and 4, Exodus chapter 3, verses 14 and 15. Let's drop down here. Listen what it says. According to Justinian's Hebrew Grammar, Kali, 1909, page 45, says, the long A in Arabic is written in. You see that? You see that? Now, let's drop down here. It says, the popular Hebrew word Aleph, or Alpha, is merely a well-accepted substitute word to avoid the usage of the N-word. A transliteration of God in or God nigger. Did you see that? Did you see back then that they called God nigger? Meaning black? All the ancient civilizations called him nigger? not my words. I didn't write this stuff. You're saying that you are my God, I'm here to worship you. Now let me see if I can find this part. Now listen to this. It says Niger, Neri or Nero, the same as black, and was earlier pronounced Niger, not Niger, as moutily forged. In ancient times, Niger meant God, king supreme, negus, negro, holy, black. When the holy term Niger is pronounced, it is merely a usage meaning purification or master, you are my God, I am here to worship you. The holy name Niger is found in Acts chapter 13, verse 1, identifying a holy black man of God named Simeon, who was called Niger, which is a synonym of Ham. Let's drop down. Look at this. In the Igbo, Nigerian language, the term Niger means king and emperor, whereas the name Nigeria means queen or empress. I didn't write this. Don't get mad at me. I did not write this, people. I'm not making this shit about the crack of my ass. This is documented as historical fact. How can you deny all these references this man has in this book? How can you? And why aren't we talking about this? God is a Negro. His son is a Negro. His children are Negro. We are all niggas. Black.
Was the only son, Hijack?
In Mark Twain's Huckleberry Finn, it is believed that Huck referred to the runaway slave Jim as my nigger. It says, well, if that was so, then in reality, Huck was merely calling nigger Jim his God, since nigger in ancient times meant God, king, and supreme. That's the oldest name for the ancient deity, God, or who we call God, nigger. Of course, the name Yahuah was taken out over 7,000 times, and in the Apocrypha and things like that. But this letter, this word nigger, is older than that.
I hope you paid attention. You can watch the full video on Unseen Reality to dig further, get some more information about it. You know, once you pronounce a name, you're making actually a soul tie, and you are making an oral contract. You know, an oral contract is a verbal agreement that may be legally binding. So you have to be very careful in pronouncing names, you know. If people lead you to names, they are false teachers. Probably, maybe the Most High Prime Creator will give us a name. But you've seen Niger is much older than anything else. And if you go to etymology, you know, just records again, for those that didn't see this, I will show you. For example, Yahweh, you know, it's 1869, a hypothetical reconstruction of the Tetragrammaton, you know, based on the assumption. So it's an assumption that the Tetragrammaton is the imperfective of Hebrew verb hava, an earlier form of hayah, was, in the sense one who is existing, you know, Yahweh. Now it is a hypothetical reconstruction, and if you put Yah, it is an exclamation of defiance or dismissal. So you're actually dismissing and defying the Most High Creator each time you use one of these names, you know, these words. You know, especially if you're claiming that this is the name, you know, then it's like rap the news, better to say God, you know, the Most High knows who are you connecting with, but you shouldn't claim names, because then you're worse than the others. And same thing with Yah. If you check to the translator, you know, you have Sumerian God, Yah. Now check this out. The god Yah, whose Sumerian equivalent is Enki. Yah, Yah is the same thing. So if we go to a translator, and to put Yah in,
hayah,
okay, it's like hayah. It's the same.
hayah,
Okay.
Yah,
Defiance. And it says, and Yah is the same. Defiance. And hayah. So you have to be really careful in those claims, Don't bind with no spirits, Stay close to the Most High and try to keep His commandments to the best way you can. All praise and glory to the Prime Creator. Be safe.